Hey folks, Matt from ArtOfTheImage.com. Got a great question here from Segar Jani. I hope I'm saying that right. Hey Matt, hope I have got your name right. Actually, it's Matt, not Mac, but that's okay. I get enough names wrong. Have seen some of your reviews related to the DSLR I'm looking down to purchase. I'm a beginner and this will be my first shooter. I'm a bit confused and need some help. For the shooter, I am confused between the D5500, the Nikon D5500, the Canon 760D. Also, if you could suggest a better shooter of the same range and price, I once also had a thought for going on the Sony a6000, but friends advised me against it. Probably due to overheating, lack of lens selection, low battery life, things like that. Should I go ahead with the 18 to 55 millimeter along with the 55 200 millimeter lens, or a 18 to 140? Also, if you could help me, what accessories should I buy along with it? It would be a great help. Please help. Thanks in advance. Regards. Okay, good question, because a lot of people, this is a tough decision. Now, I like both systems. I actually really like the 760D, and I like the Nikon D5500. So it's hard. The D5500 is a little bit better image quality. The 760D is a little bit better for video. So in that situation, I would, are you mostly into photos? Probably look at the Nikon. If you're like a split or more video, then I would look at the Canon more heavily. And I probably would agree with your friends not to go with the a6000. I don't like the lack of lenses, is one of my problems with it. And the battery issues and the overheating, that's always been not a good thing for me. I also very much prefer the full vari-angle LCDs on both the 5500 and the Canon 760D. So that's my reasons for going with one of those two cameras. So if you're primarily photo, I would probably go with the D5500 from Nikon. I really like that camera. Very nice little camera. Carbon fiber based body. Love it. Canon 760D, if you're more video focused, you might want to consider that over the 5500, simply because it's got a little bit better follow focus and a little bit more setup for video. Canon's very strong in video that way. Should I go with the 18 to 55 along with the 55 to 200? That's not a bad setup, and on the Canon side that would be the 55 to 250, and I would probably steer you to the 55 to 300 on the Nikon side, or at 18 to 140. So that would be on the Nikon D5500, the 18 to 140. The Canon is an 18 to 135 IS. Myself, my preference is, if you can afford it, if it's not a problem price-wise, I would go with the 18 to 140, or conversely, the 18 to 135 IS on the Canon. I like that lens. It gives you a very good walk-around general lens. Very nice. But you need to decide, like, if that's an and/or situation where that means you're not getting a 200 mil or a 300 mil lens, maybe that's not the best way to go for you if you like having the reach. I would get the 18 to 140 or the 18 to 135, and then I would add it to the 55 to 300 from Nikon or the 55 250 from Canon, which is both very economical lenses. And then I would also throw in a 50 f1.8G or a 35 f1.8G. Now the 35 f1.8G, those are Nikon, and I would either get the 50 f1.8G from Nikon or the 50 f1.8 STM from Canon, both of which are excellent lenses, and I love both of them. So that's the route I would go, and you need to decide for you. My recommendations being, if you're just primarily photo, then I would go with the Nikon. If you are more heavily video, then have a look at the Canon. The Nikon's still very good, but the Canon I would give a little edge for video. So that's my recommendations. What do you guys think? Do you agree with me on my recommendations for Segar? And so yay or nay? And do you have a different set of recommendations? Leave your comments below. Let us know and give us your reasoning, what and why, and we'll see if we can help them out. Thanks for your question. Stay tuned. We'll be back soon here at ArtOfTheImage.com.